Welcome to Feel Fluent English, where stories help us grow. There was a time when I smiled every day, even though I was slowly breaking inside. Life looked normal from the outside, but something within me had quietly changed. I didn't know then that one phase of my life would take everything familiar away and teach me what strength, loss, and love truly mean. Stay with me, because this is the story of how I lost myself and how I found my way back. Listen closely till the end for powerful vocabulary, a short practice activity, and a reflection that may stay with you long after the story ends. Now, let's begin. My name is Emily Parker. I am 24 years old. I've always been the kind of person who smiled easily, laughed often, and believed that everything would somehow work out. I loved reading in quiet corners, walking in the rain, listening to music, and dreaming about the future. I had a small circle of close friends, a loving but busy family, and a sense of independence I cherished. Life felt simple, predictable, safe, until one rainy afternoon completely changed everything. It was a Wednesday. The sky was heavy, dark gray clouds hung low, and the streets were slick from the rain. I was walking home from work, headphones in, lost in one of my favorite songs, and thinking about nothing in particular. I was planning my weekend, thinking about the essay I wanted to write, wondering if my new job assignment would go well. And then it happened. I didn't notice the car at first. I slipped on the wet asphalt. My shoes skidded. The rain poured down harder. And then, pain. A sudden, jarring impact. Darkness swallowed me. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed. Everything felt heavy, almost surreal, like time itself had slowed down. My parents were there, holding my hands. Their faces were pale, their eyes wide with fear, but also hope. The doctor said I was lucky. Physically, I wasn't badly hurt, but something inside me had changed. Walking outside became terrifying. The sound of tires on wet streets, the smell of rain hitting asphalt, even the sight of a car passing by would make my chest tighten. Fear slowly turned into depression. Weeks became months. I stopped answering my phone. I avoided my friends. I stopped going outside. I remember one night sitting alone in my room, staring at the ceiling. Tears streamed down my face. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't find the will to do anything. Every little noise outside my window reminded me of the accident. Every small task felt impossible. I felt trapped inside my own mind. I felt like I had lost everything that made me. Then, one day, a new neighbor moved in next door. His name was Liam Carter. He was tall, gentle, and patient in a way that immediately put people at ease. At first, I avoided him. I didn't want anyone near me, but he didn't give up. Liam's efforts were quiet but consistent. He left little notes at my door, sometimes funny doodles, sometimes jokes, sometimes simple words like, "thinking of you today." At first, I didn't even smile, but slowly the notes made me feel seen again. He invited me on tiny walks, around the block, to the park, even just to grab a cup of coffee. Each walk was a small victory, a test of courage. On days I couldn't talk, he sat quietly with me, letting me know I wasn't alone. He encouraged me to pick up hobbies again, painting, journaling, reading, all the little joys I had abandoned. He celebrated every small step forward. The first time I stepped outside alone, the first time I laughed again, the first time I ate without anxiety. I remember one rainy afternoon, Exactly like the one that changed my life months earlier, Liam knocked on my door and asked, "Emily, want to take a walk to the park? Just for a few minutes?" My fear screamed at me to say no, but there was something in his voice, gentle, patient, and unwavering, that made me say yes. That walk was life-changing. For the first time in months, I felt light, safe, and seen. For the first time in months, I felt hope. Over the next few months, my life slowly started to feel brighter. Liam didn't just talk, he acted, he stayed, he guided me patiently. There were setbacks, of course, days I wanted to hide in bed, days I couldn't face the world, but he never judged. He reminded me that healing isn't linear. We spent hours talking, laughing, and sharing our fears. He would bring me small surprises, a book he thought I would like, a cup of hot chocolate on a cold day, a little sketch he made. He became my anchor, my safe place. And slowly, I started to feel something I hadn't felt in a long time: love. Months passed. The bond we shared quietly grew into something deeper. I realized that the person who had helped me heal was also the person I wanted to spend my life with. Liam became my joy, my comfort, my home. Even now, when I walk down the street, I feel a twinge of fear, but I also feel strength. I've learned that life doesn't wait for us to be ready. It throws challenges at us, accidents at us, not to punish, but to teach us how precious every moment is. The accident changed me, but Liam's patience, love, and unwavering support reminded me that even in our darkest moments, someone can guide you back to light. Life is fragile, life is fleeting, but life is beautiful. And sometimes the person who helps you heal becomes the person you want to share all the beauty of life with.
Let's enhance our vocabularies used in the story. Cherished, loved and valued deeply. I cherished every small moment with my family. Predictable, easy to guess, always the same. Life felt safe and predictable before everything changed. Completely, fully, totally. Her life was completely different after that day. Slick, wet and slippery. The road was slick because of the rain. Jarring, shocking or sudden. The jarring sound made everyone turn around. Surreal, strange, unreal, dreamlike. Waking up in the hospital felt surreal. Terrifying, very frightening. Crossing the road became terrifying for her. Depression, deep sadness lasting a long time. She slowly fell into depression after the incident. Avoided, kept away from. She avoided her friends for weeks. Trapped, unable to escape. He felt trapped inside his own thoughts. Gentle, kind and calm. His gentle voice made her feel safe. Consistent, done regularly without stopping. His consistent support was quiet but consistent. Courage, strength to face fear. Each walk required great courage. Encouraged, gave confidence or support. He encouraged her to start painting again. Abandoned, left behind completely. She abandoned her hobbies after the accident. Unwavering, not changing, steady. His unwavering support helped her heal. Setbacks, problems that delay progress. Healing comes with many setbacks. Anchor, something that gives stability. He became her emotional anchor. Fragile, easily broken. Life is fragile and precious. Fleeting, lasting for a very short time. Happiness can be fleeting if not valued.
Hey friends, today we have a fun quiz inspired by the story. I have some story-inspired English questions for you, and don't worry, you don't need to know the whole story to answer. Just pick the correct answer and write in the comments. Let's see how many you get right. 1. Choose the correct tense. Emily blank walking home when the accident happened. A is, B was, C were, D has. Fear slowly blank into depression. A turn, B turns, C turned, D turning. 2. Fill in the blanks. Prepositions. Emily was afraid blank walking outside after the accident. A from, B of, C with, D for. Liam knocked blank her door one rainy afternoon. A on, B at, C in, D to. 3. Choose the correct article. A, an, the. She was taken to blank hospital after the accident. A, an, C, the. Great job, friends! How many did you get right? Comment your score below. Remember, practicing English through stories helps you learn vocabulary, grammar, and emotions all at once. If you enjoyed this quiz, like, share, and subscribe for more story-based English practice. See you in the next one.